Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bourassa. Welcome back to my channel, the show about something. And on today's something subject, the 17 least attractive hobby a woman can have, according to men. I also made a list of what men find attractive when women do these hobbies. That made sense. Note that these hobbies you're gonna hear about in this video are not a specific list that I found on the internet. Rather, these are the most popular answers I could find in different forum discussions, Reddit, and X. Please enjoy the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. The problem I found is a lot of people argue about what is a hobby. The description of a hobby is doing something regularly in your free time that you have absolutely no negative thoughts about. Everything about it you love. For me, that's a hobby. Number 17, politics. Men don't like when women talks about politics when they don't really know what they're talking about. It's a turnoff when men does it too. Absolutely. It doesn't matter what you are. If you're talking out of your ass about politics especially, it's a huge turnoff. Basically, that just means that if you're gonna talk about something, just do your research. Number 16 would be smoking. Smoking? It's not a hobby. Number 15, true crime. Crime documentaries, series, unresolved murders. I had a friend that was really into this. I found it interesting when she talked about it, but if I would have been with her at home, have to watch that all the time and talk about that all the time, it would be a little bit of a turn off. Number 14 was very funny to me, Botox. And listen, if Botox is your hobby, you're probably gonna end up looking like this. Number 13, we have boss babe, influencer, MLM, salesperson, TikTok sales, and all that stuff. Listen, it's a side hustle. If you're really into self-improvement and really goal-oriented, I think some people find that dizzying. Usually these people, they can't really settle down on their phone doing something, promoting something. I get why it could be annoying. Number 12, witchcraft. I'm not big on witchcraft. I don't know how I would react if I'm dating a girl. She goes, oh, by the way, I'm a witch. Yeah. What do you do? Like wearing a pointy hat and doing like curses, rituals, and spells and stuff like that? How's that work? Yeah, you really need to find someone that's into that. I understand why it could be a little bit of a turn off. Yeah. Number 11, gaming, specifically phone games, Candy Crush. Listen, I used to have a girlfriend. I would go to work Saturday morning and she would be sitting on the couch playing Candy Crush. I would come back 8 to 10 hours later and she would still be sitting at that same spot playing game. And listen, I'm no one to judge. I have a PS5 right there. I love gaming, but I would never game 8 to 10 hours a day. And I understand why woman thinks that this is a turnoff when a guy does it. Completely understand when it's the other way around too. Number 10, being too much into celebrity culture. Being a Swiftie or a believer, I believe they called them back in the days. I love pop culture. One of my favorite artists is John Mayer, and I've seen him in shows many times, but I'm not in complete fucking tears when I see a show. I don't follow every step and everything that he does, and I would most definitely not change my name to Jonathan Mayer.
I legally changed my name to Caroline Melissa Taylor because I love Taylor Swift.
I understand why it made the list. Number 9 is clubbing. You know what? Going clubbing, I understand why it's such a turnoff. You go there when you're single to party. For me, it's a strange way of thinking that clubbing is a hobby. Maybe it's because I'm older. Number 8, having OnlyFans. Listen. If you're gonna ruin your reputation, because let's face it, rarely people that do that go on in life with people completely forgetting that they did that. I would assume that you would try to make it a little more than a hobby, to try to make as much money as possible. 100% agree that it's a turn-off. Number 7, reality TV. Watching this skull-numbing bullshit. I can't stand it. Your hobby is at every little free time you have You try to watch reality TV, yeah, it actually ties in super well with number 6, gossiping. Talking behind someone's back while smiling at them when you see them. I think everybody gossips a little bit. I think the difference between men and women on that one is guys most of the time won't have a problem saying that thing in the faces of that person that they were talking about. Where I think that women, from my personal experience, obviously, will have an easier time to fake liking these people.
Boys are sick.
But what do girls do?
We just tease someone till they develop an eating disorder.
Number 5, excessive selfies. Now tell me that that wasn't annoying. Number 4, sharing your life every 2 seconds on social media. Making TikToks all the fucking time. Never happened to me, but I understand if my girlfriend every 2 seconds she wanted to post what we do.
I'm super excited to try this new peanut butter.
Can we eat?
Wait. Let me just check the video.
But every time I just want to eat. Why do I gotta go through a whole ceremony?
Number 3, excessive compulsive shopping. Now, I'm gonna talk for myself. I can't stand shopping. It's annoying as fuck. Now, there's 2 kinds of shopping. You can just shop with your eyes and taking a stroll in furniture stores and clothing stores and just liking to look at designs and stuff like that. I could live with that. The shopping I can't stand is if you don't need something, you go shop to find ways to spend money. If I'm gonna go shopping, it's because I know I need black pants. So I'm gonna go and get black pants. But I didn't go at the store only to create a need. So yes, excessive compulsive shopping can be a turnoff. Number 2, no hobbies. Or thinking that the person you're with is your hobby.
My number 1 hobby is my fiance. I want to be in his presence 24/7. Staring at him, kissing him, feeding him, telling him any of my passing thoughts, watching him work. Whenever he leaves my presence, I'm instantly like, I miss you so much. Where are you? When are you gonna be home? I want him to text me every little detail when I'm not with him. He is my hobby.
Bro, that's gotta be satire. Crazy red flag right there. I don't want my girlfriend's passion to be the couple. You need to have a passion. I need to have passions, and this all needs to blend together. And if you look at the comments, it's like the first one is my hobby is trying to get space from the person who thinks I'm her hobby. My ex was like this. I couldn't take it anymore. Ditched her for someone with a life. That's like compulsive, obsessive behavior. Because she's hot, so guys are writing, yes, I'm in. Trust me, even if she's hot, you would get annoyed with this. And good for you if you don't. And number 1 of the unattractive hobbies a woman can have according to man, astrology, tarot, and crystals. You probably saw this one coming. I wasn't surprised when I saw it. Dating a girl and she's really into this and she start talking to me about that, it would just make me giggle. I just don't believe. And if you want to purify my home with crystals, you can do it. I'm okay with it. I'll still be giggling. Now we're gonna look at the 8 most attractive hobbies a woman can have according to men. Number 8, gaming. I do think it's a little hot. A girl that is able to play a Call of Duty or play, I don't know, a game other than Candy Crush or Animal Crossing. You know what I mean? Again, if she doesn't spend her whole day on it. Number 7, watching sports on TV, especially football. I think probably the guy that answered that is because he's really into it. And he's gotten into trouble because of it. So most likely he's just like me, the girl that watches that with me. Number 6 is being in nature. I think it's a common thing with a lot of people. Number 5, that what men thinks is attractive, the ones that I have, so we can do them together. That's kind of cute, but also it could be a little bit like, I don't want her to have hobbies because I want to only do mine. So how controlling is that answer? I'm not sure. I'm sure there's dudes that are like, hopefully she enjoys the same thing that I do. Number 4, cooking and baking. I'm not sure, is cooking a hobby? Because you do it out of necessity. You need to eat. But I see baking as more as a hobby. I don't know, there's something about baking. I think it's a very cool hobby. I'm really not good at baking. Maybe I should do a video of me trying to bake something. That would be interesting. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. Number 3, fitness. Any activity hobby oriented. And the ones that came back the most, yoga and going to the gym. If someone's active, it's always a little more of a turn on than someone that just stays, you know, lying down on the couch. Mr. Ori just farted, caught me off guard. Number 2, knitting. Arts and crafts, like any skill-based hobby. It was mentioned in the unattractive hobby, and I think it's because people think that it's like old thing. You just imagine your old aunt or your grandma knitting, but I think it's cool. Listen, if your mate can fucking build you from scratch mitts or in a hat or a sweater, it's absolutely amazing. Any other skill-based hobby too would be a turn on. And the number 1 on the list, I don't care what the hobby is, as long as she's passionate about something and I can see it in her eyes. That is an answer, unfortunately, I did not find when women made a list for the guy. I think maybe we're a little more lenient. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, do what the fuck you want. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.